Okay, so for my nighttime skincare routine, and don't ask me why I like to film videos on the floor, but I do. I like to film videos on the floor in my robe, but I always like to be in my robe. So for my nighttime skincare routine, I focus on my active ingredients. In the morning, I really just do my vitamin C and my sunscreen, and then lip sunscreen as well as eye sunscreen. So that's like the morning. And then in the evening, what I do is I start off with the CosRx Moisture Repair Rice Mask. This is the overnight rice mask. It's a really light moisturizer, but it gives an extreme glow. It's really great. As you can see, it's just very, very light, thin and light. And so I actually use this. I find that serums for me don't really add much to my routine because I do use actives. The only serum I use is in the morning, the vitamin C serum. So I use this as a serum because I like my skin to be moisturized before I put on my other actives. And the two actives that I use are azelaic acid, and this is the 15% gel. I use this for my rosacea and just overall skin health. It really has helped to like make my skin a lot more resilient in terms of the redness. Like I don't get red when I drink red wine or something like that, or even when I exercise I don't really get red anymore. So azelaic acid has been just as life-changing for me as tretinoin has been. So I put on the azelaic acid, and then immediately after, then I come in and I do my tretinoin. So currently, I did a video on this. Currently, I really like the Altreno. I like that more than tretinoin, the actual tretinoin cream that I was using, because the tretinoin, again, because I have rosacea and my skin can be prone to redness, the tretinoin is a little bit more difficult to spread. And I did a video on this as well. The Altreno is just much easier. It's almost like an ointment. So it spreads so easily and it's very, very hydrating. So I actually prefer it. It's a little bit more expensive than tretinoin, like generic, but a little bit does go a long way with it. So I really have enjoyed it. The one thing that I do have to say at the beginning when I was starting to use the Altreno was that I did find I had a little bit more irritation. And I think that's because I was actually using too much, because it's so spreadable that like I just pumped out too much. I always pump it onto my hands first and then I put it on my face, and I just pumped out too much. And so then as soon as I kind of realized that that was what was going on, then there wasn't a problem at all. So that's my second step. And then my last step is just adding on like a heavy moisturizer on top. So I guess that would be like, you hear about the sandwich method in terms of, tolerating the tretinoin. I do add in the ordinary natural moisturizing factors and phytoceramides. This is great. Also, none of these things pill. So that is like one of my biggest complaints about just skincare in general. If something pills, I can't stand it. So all these things, I don't have to, it doesn't matter. Like if I let them dry or whatever, if I'm running kind of late, then I will just put them on one by one, and it doesn't pill at all. So I really like the natural moisturizing factors by The Ordinary because it's thick, and all these products make me like whatever they say, a glazed donut before bed. I mean, I'm truly like a glazed donut, but it's not like I feel like I have Vaseline all over my face. So nothing gets on my pillow. Everything is glowy, and then the next morning I feel very moisturized and very well absorbed. Everything is well absorbed, but I don't feel like I'm dry in the morning, and I also don't feel like I'm just loading on like Vaseline onto my skin. So this really has worked for me. I've been doing this for many years. Sometimes I'll try like a different serum if I want to use a serum, but then I still always use my CosRx moisturizing mask. So that's just like as another step when I do a serum, because I just can't live without this stuff. I recommend it to everybody, and it truly is just something I can't live without. And it's great even in the morning if you need a little bit more moisture, because it's so lightweight. You can use it even before sunscreen. It's the one thing that like I'll pack if I'm going on a trip and I just need one moisturizer that I know is going to do the trick. The only thing I have noticed is if I do go on a trip, you know, the CosRx sometimes, you know, isn't good enough for like if my skin is a little bit dry. So I do like to just, you know, carry this with me. And then I also forgot to mention, I do always do a double cleanse. I do the double cleanse every night, and that just gets off all my sunscreen. I don't really wear a lot of makeup, mainly just, you know, lipstick. I love lipstick because it just, I don't know, whatever. Like whenever I look bad, I just put lipstick on and I feel like I look better. So it gets off the lipstick too. And I use the holy grail of many people, the Clinique Take Off the Day Cleansing Balm. And I get the jumbo size, so it's huge. Obviously I use a lot of it, but you don't really need a lot. And again, going back to the fact that I like that I don't like cleansing oils because those are just too, you know, messy. But balms are I'm pretty particular about, because I don't want a balm that is going to be hard to spread. So this, I would just warm it up in my hands beforehand and then put it on my face. I don't need a lot. This lasts me, I would say, about 6 months, the jumbo size. And again, I've tried other ones and I keep going back to this one. So it's not anything that I'm going to change anytime soon. So I use the Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm. And then when I'm going away or when I'm traveling, I just put it into the smaller, I had once gotten a sample size of it, so I put it into the smaller one and take that with me. And then as part of the double cleanse, I do that. And then afterwards, I just alternate between two cleansers. So I just finished up the Roche-Posay cleanser, the Gentle Skin Cleanser. I love that. It's in a huge bottle. Again, very moisturizing. My skin never feels stripped after I cleanse my skin, never. So that's really nice. I mean, my skin always feels like it's not like completely dry or stripped. It feels clean, like there's no residue after, because I do take like a one of those little what are those? The makeup remover pads, and I just the reusable ones, and I just go over my skin after my double cleanse really lightly, just to make sure I get everything off, and I always get everything off, so that's great. But currently what I'm using up is the Neova, the copper peptide gentle cleanser, and this is great too. I was not ever into double cleansers to be a double. I was into double cleansing always, but I wasn't into like a second cleanse because I didn't really feel like I was getting it. So I would use the cleansing balm first, and then I would go in afterwards with the micellar water, and then I would rinse the micellar water off with water just so it wasn't staying in my face until I started using this. This is like literally putting lotion on your face. What I do is I just pump, you know, a few squirts out, and then I rub it in between my hands, and then it, like, I wouldn't say it foams up, but it literally becomes like a moisturizer. And then you put it on your face, and it really does a great job of cleansing, and it's extremely gentle, and I even feel like it just helps with like redness. So it's really the only cleanser that I've ever found that I truly feel is more life and skin changing, because usually I feel like, you know, cleanser is no big deal. So this one's a keeper. So after I wash my face, where do devices come in? So I am like a skincare device junkie, I guess you could say, just because I feel like I'm committed to doing these things. I work from home. It's my way of relaxing and going from my day of work to my nighttime. You know, I used to have a commute, so that would be like how I would transition from work to evening. So now what I do is I focus on like pampering myself with skincare, and I use devices. So what I use at nighttime, and this I do pretty much every night. I mean, to be honest, I do it pretty much every night, is I use my LED mask. I actually like to use the Soluma one, and I'll show you that one probably like later on in this video. But I like to use the Soluma one because I do like to just take a nap. Like I take a quick like 1 hour nap. It really rejuvenates me, doesn't interfere with my sleep at night. And so that lasts for a half an hour. If I'm pressed for time, then I will use my Omnilux mask. And then that one's just 10 minutes. You put it on, you don't have, you know, you can do other things. So I'll use my Omnilux mask if I don't have time to take a nap. But what I love doing is just taking a nap. It's very relaxing for me. I take a nap and I use my Soluma mask. So I do that every night. Within just a few weeks of using LED masks, I noticed a major change in my skin in terms of the brightness. Again, less redness. I guess you could say less wrinkles too, just more firmness, more glow. I definitely noticed a difference with my skin with the LED masks. And then what I do is I wake up from my nap and I use my Neova Pro Laser. So I originally started off with the Precision Pro Laser before they got the bigger one. And I'll show you those in just a few minutes. So I started off with those. And again, I mean, major changes because I do have a condition called ehlers danlos, which is a collagen disorder. So I'm always really pro like trying to, you know, not only reverse all the damage that I did by sitting out in the sun when I was younger, but I really want to be proactive with doing whatever I can. As I turn 50, I just want to do whatever I can to prevent these things from just like taking over and my skin not looking great. So I use the Neova, and I have noticed that it has really helped like with my jawline and you know, the wrinkles around the jawline and around my mouth. That has tremendously gotten better. I'll probably dedicate like a whole video to that. And then it does help with like the eye wrinkles, you know, the crow's feet. That's gotten much better. I usually do Botox every 6 months, but I feel like I don't need it for the crow's feet now. I need it more just to like lift my saggy eyelids. But that's a whole other story. And I do have a video on my blepharoplasty experience, which was great. But you know, I still, again, I have an underlying condition called ehlers danlos, so I do like to just be as proactive as I can. So then I do my Neova laser. The Neova, I do it all over my face. I've just started using it on my neck, and that takes like about 10 minutes at the most. So I'll just do some work while I'm doing it. Even though I'm done with my work day, I'll just kind of like, you know, do that, or maybe I'll look on Instagram or I'll watch a YouTube video while I'm doing the Neova laser. So it's very relaxing to me. So I do that, and then, you know, I do my nighttime skincare routine. So my skin is clean and dry when I'm doing my LED mask and when I do my Neova. And then if I have extra time, I do like to just enjoy my NuFace. You know, the NuFace has been around for a long time. It's the microcurrent sculpting device. So I do like to do that as well. So if I have extra time, I will do that. And I do notice, you know, some lifting temporarily of everything when I do my NuFace. I think when I first got it, I used it every night because I didn't have other devices that I liked more. But now the Neova has kind of taken over and my LED mask. So I use it, you know, every once in a while, and I do really enjoy it. And then some added extras. I do on my lips at night, I use the Neova, the CO2 Repair. This is just like a blue ointment that I put on, blue because of the copper peptides. And I put that on, and then after it, like right on top of it, I put on the good old CeraVe healing ointment. So really, this is more what I do like in the winter, 2 ointments, but then in the summer when my lips aren't as dry, I put on any moisturizer that I love. And of course, you know, I love the CosRx moisturizer. I use this on my lips too. And so I'll use it on my lips, and then I cover it with the CeraVe healing ointment. And my lips throughout the night, I don't ever wake up with them being chapped. I wake up with, you know, them feeling nice and moisturized, and it's great. So that combination has really helped. And then the only other thing I do is I do not use an eyelash serum because maybe you'll see this in another video because I'm still working on the lighting of my videos, but my eyelashes are really long. Naturally, people always ask me if I use Latisse or any kind of eyelash serum, growth serum, and I don't. So they're really long, so I do not fool around with them at all. But my eyebrows currently are in a state of craziness. I don't even know what to do with them, but I always like them to be a little thicker, so that way, if it's just easier for me to shape them if they can be thicker. I'm sure, I mean, everyone understands that. So what I use, my favorite brow serum is actually the GrandeBROW. So I love this. I even use the Grande hair serum on my hair, makes it shiny. Again, my hair grows really fast. My nails, they grow really fast. So it's not the growth that I'm worried about. It's more just, you know, to prevent any kind of like hair loss or any kind of thing like that. Because I did deal with that at one point in my life when I was on steroids and lots of medications for when I had autoimmune urticaria, which again is related to the ehlers danlos. So I'm pretty protective of my hair. So I do use that as a hair growth serum. And really that's about it. It's all about just keeping things natural. I know it sounds like a lot, but then I really don't wear makeup during the day. I just wear sunscreen and really, I guess you could say anti-aging, but to me it's, you know, it's more preserving the skin that I have now, undoing the damage that I did in the past, and then, you know, again, like big time preserving what I have now and preventing. To me, anti-aging takes on kind of a different meaning because of my ehlers danlos. So I'm just trying to do the best I can to keep my skin firm and glowy, and those are the goals. So thank you so much for watching. Please like this video and share it with your friends. Consider subscribing. I do upload, I'm trying to do shorts regularly. And then as I get better with just like filming and editing, I'm definitely going to do videos once a week. But again, please like the videos, that even if you do like them, of course, and then subscribe and share with your friends, and then comment below to let me know what you do for your skin, because I'm always looking for ideas, you know, just in general. And then also if you have any questions. Thank you so much.